every Tuesday night on Access TV, Impact Wrestling, showing some of the best wrestling action out there. And their Knockouts division has long been considered among the best women's division in all of pro wrestling. When you go all the way back to the days of the Beautiful People, to the current roster, and one of those great athletes joins us now on the Vaqueros Cafe and Cantina Hotline. She is Taya Valkyrie. And Taya, how are you? How are things in your world?
Everything here in Slam Town is amazing. It's a sunny day, No, everything's been great.
That's good.
And thanks for having me on your show.
I appreciate you taking some time to visit with me. How's the family doing? How, in this crazy time and everything, how's your family doing? Everybody doing okay? We're slowly getting back to normal, but it's been a crazy couple months.
Yeah, it's been crazy, and it's been a little bit hard too, because obviously, as everyone knows, my family is in Canada, so they haven't been able to come visit or anything like that. But hopefully, things start getting back to normal, and everybody's here has been safe and sound, and lots of Zoom meetings and virtual happy hours and movie clubs through the computer. But everyone's been doing all right.
I know a few of the Zoom happy hours. Shared a few with some friends of mine over the weekend, and it was nice, sitting here in Austin, Texas. As I mentioned, Knockouts division in Impact is so stacked, and it always is. You're, of course, former Knockouts champion, but you look at the roster from the current champion, Jordan Grace, which you and she had a great match last night on Impact Wrestling. And you got people coming. You've, of course, got Havoc, your frenemy. I don't know what to call her, but Rosemary, and now with the addition of Deonna Purrazzo. Just reflect on the current state of the Knockouts division and how proud you are of being, one of the main faces of such a talented group of women.
Well, I'm honored to be called a knockout. I remember watching TNA back in the day and seeing the evolution of how those knockouts impacted the wrestling world in general and women's wrestling, and how far we've come into now, and especially as of lately, there's been so many great additions to our knockout roster that there's just so many matches that I'm just waiting to have, and some that have never happened before ever. We have newly added Kylie Ray, and we have Tasha Steele, and we have Deonna, and we have Nevaeh and Kimberly. It's just awesome, and I think that this is a really, really great time. It's an uncertain time, obviously, in the state of the world and everything, but it's a really good time to kind of get an escape and watch us every Tuesday on Access.
Absolutely. It's such a myriad, just a rainbow of different backgrounds and everything. It's really neat to watch.
Exactly.
I just love it.
A rainbow. That's what I've been saying. I'm like, we're just so different. Nobody wants, when you're a little kid, you don't want a box of crayons that's all red.
That's right.
You want a box of crayons with multiple colors and everything, and that's what we are. We're colorful, and we're all from different backgrounds, all from different teachers, parts of the world, and have different histories within this sport. So I'm very honored to be part of it.
I couldn't agree. I imagine you are. Talking with Taya Valkyrie from Impact Wrestling here on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. Okay, so speaking of the myriad and the rainbow and everything, I've been watching for weeks now, and it always amazes me, but I just got to ask you, so what's the deal with you and Rosemary? How did this little friendship come about? Because if there were two more opposite people in this world, I think it would be you and Rosemary.
Well, honestly, it's been going on for years. As you guys have seen, we love each other, we hate each other. We're friends. I asked her for a favor. She rejects me. She doesn't answer my phone calls. I don't answer her phone calls. It's just been back and forth. And I feel like finally we're coming to an agreement. And I feel like we both needed it. We both need each other right now. And, it's been so fun to work with someone as talented as she is. And I think that she really, brings out even more creativity out of me. And I'm stoked and excited for everybody to see what's going to be happening in the coming weeks and months because, you know, the Shadow and La Loca are up to some interesting stuff.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. Yes. Have you met the Shadow yet? Has she introduced you to the Shadow yet?
I mean, there's so many layers to Rosemary that I'm not sure sometimes who I'm speaking to. Let's be completely honest. I mean, I'm like, are you a hiveling? Are you like 10 of them? Like, who's speaking right now? So it's very complicated, and I know that like Taya's just new to dealing with her as directly as I have been. But I'm learning along with you guys.
Yes, Rosemary has many faces. I think, and it's just it's pretty fascinating.
And right now she's discovered alcohol, so she's just like in the bars all the time.
I know.
And, like, just like studying humans in a different way. So like she's just like all over the place. But I have been enjoying every minute of watching her also learn from us, the humans of the world. So she'll also learn a little bit from the demon, and she can learn a little bit from me.
I tell you what, I wouldn't mind being Johnny Bravo for one day just to see both sides. I mean, how much does he help with this connection? I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, obviously, Bravo's a huge thorn in my side. I feel like all the things that have been negative that have happened to me over the last few months are all because of him. And lately, he's not like anywhere to be seen. He's wandering off doing God knows what. So, I mean, I don't think you want to be in his position ever because nobody should ever want to be Bravo.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I for what he has had
you
to go
and your
through.
friends, you don't want to be Bravo.
That's right. Absolutely. I want to stay friends with you. You're absolutely right. Talk with Taya Valkyrie. All right. So you mentioned La Loca, and you have this new clothing line called LOCA. Is this something that you've always wanted to do? Is it something that maybe as growing up you were wanted to be a designer and you had sketches? Just tell us about the development of you as a clothing designer.
Well, I think it's very obvious watching me on TV that I take great pride in my costumes and the way that Taya is represented in what she's wearing backstage, or if it's an in-ring promo, and every aspect of it, you know. And I'm a very colorful person. I always have been. I've always loved clothes. I mean, I was a dancer and doing musical theater growing up, and I just remember like some of my favorite things were getting the costumes and then performing, you know. And I've always just been interested in clothing, and I feel like it's just another way to express myself. And I feel like sometimes people are intimidated by it or however they view fashion, but what I wanted to do, I didn't think that it would happen this quickly, obviously, just based on the fact that I went from working so much to not because of obviously the pandemic and the state of the world and just being at home. And I really needed a creative outlet for myself. I was going a little nuts, you know, like sitting at home. And also I was just sad. I missed creating and performing, and I missed being an artist. So I have been in fashion school now for since January, and I've been doing that on the side as well during the whole time that I've been working. And this just kind of came around a lot quicker just because of the circumstances, like I said. And this stuff is just a part of me. I'm very passionate about it. I think it shows in like the products that I've made so far. And it's a lifestyle streetwear brand that's really for anybody. I think that I just want people to feel joyous and happy when they wear my clothes and confident. It is, a lot of products are unisex, so anybody can wear them. And everything, they were doing a second drop on June 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific time at TayaValkyrie.com. That's where everything will go live, along with restocking some of the stuff that I had on the last drop. So this is the second drop. I'm learning as I go. I am a person that's just taking it day by day, and I'm very proud of how fast and how happy people are with everything. And I'm just stoked and excited for everyone to wear my clothes.
I'm looking at the pictures right now. Some really cool streetwear, and it looks very comfortable. And you hand dye these, correct?
Yes. So everything. I mean, obviously, everybody knows. Like it was hard to. Everything was closed for the last few months, and it was really hard at first for me to even think how I was going to pull this off. And I'm lucky that I was able to get someone to ship me certain items, and then I had a printer in Los Angeles that helps me out with doing all the printing, and a lady does all my masks here in LA as well. And I hand dye everything myself, and I a lot of trial and error, a lot of research, a lot of trying to figure out, you know, what works, what doesn't work. And basically what you're seeing is me and endless hours of working hard at my house and making all this stuff for everybody. And I love it. You know, nobody in our house is allowed to wear anything other than this now.
There you go.
But I've just been so excited that, like, so many people are really enjoying it. And I'm so thankful that my friends and my fans and everybody at Impact 2 has just been super supportive. And obviously my husband, who, you know, goes along with my crazy idea and supports me in it. And, you know, it's a small company right now, and I hope to grow into something that's huge and super successful. So here we are. I'm excited. I'm excited for June 15th, and I'll be live on the Instagram for LOCA, which is at LOCA by Taya Valkyrie on Instagram, live at 12 p.m. Pacific time as the website goes live, going through all the different styles and colors and the masks and everything like that. And I just, you know, join me there. I'm sure there'll be some appearances by John and some of my other friends, and it should be a fun little day. Yeah,
as you mentioned, Instagram on June 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. On Instagram, get to see all the styles, the next drop that will happen as well. Like I said, some really cool stuff. I love this T-shirt that you've got. It's kind of a black T-shirt with a dye and everything. That's really neat. I'm digging the T-shirt. So, and yeah, you can find all this at www.tayavalkyrie.com. Look at you also got a Facebook page, LOCA by Taya Valkyrie. Really neat, and that's really impressive. Let me ask you this: how'd you find what made you go to the academy in San Francisco? Because I know there's a lot of different design schools and such. So what stood out about that particular one?
Yeah, well, I live in LA, so there's fashion schools and all sorts of design stuff everywhere, and it's just an artistic place to live. And I just started researching different fashion programs, and then this one really spoke to me, and I decided to go with it. And I've had such a positive experience with it so far, and it was really scary going back to school. I just, like anything, it's been a while, and I'm just really happy to grow and learn from everybody there, and the teachers and the students have been great. And summer semester starts pretty quick, so better get organized.
There you go. Gotta buckle down again. She is Taya Valkyrie. Follow her on Twitter at the Taya Valkyrie, and you can see the clothing line on Twitter at LOCA, LOCA by Taya V. Taya, it's great to catch up with you. I mentioned before we started, I remember you and your husband coming down for Wrestle Circus here in Austin. Always enjoyed the encounters we had then, and so it's great to catch up with you. All the best to you. Before I let you go, like you said, you had a hell of a match there with Jordan Grace. I got to imagine you're going to get another shot at that Knockouts title again.
I mean, it would be rude if I didn't. Come on.
Exactly. It would be rude. I agree. Taya Valkyrie.
Give me my chance.
That's right. Give Taya a chance. There's no new hashtag. Give Taya a chance.
Yeah.
Taya Valkyrie, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to me.
My pleasure. Thank you, Taya. All the best to you.